Okay, now in this episode, we saw a massive bust up between Ekin-Su and Amber, initiated by Ekin-Su, who kept sniping at Amber and attempting to initiate a confrontation with her. And, after a while, she was successful. Now, the two got into a semi one-sided argument when Ekin-Su laid into Amber. And this came to a head after Ekin-Su was triggered by Jay asking her, "Are you and the other girls all right?" As the other girls were huddled together in another corner and Ekin-Su was isolated in a corner with Jay. Now, my theory is that Jay picked up on this and Ekin-Su got really triggered by it and she projected it onto Amber. It's really interesting that she didn't project it onto Paige, but I think that she knew that, Paige doesn't really bother anyone. There probably would have been more backlash from her kind of trying to bark up that tree with Paige. I think more people would have come to Paige's defense. She's very liked in the house, seen as quite sweet and defenseless. So, she went for her target, which was Amber. Now, because of Ekin-Su's recent antics, she's not really a favourite among the girls. Now, I don't think they hate her, but all of the original girls definitely have, a bond with each other. So she confronted Amber about what Jay said, which is completely unfair because, she attacked her off of the opinion of someone else. Now, Amber admitted to Ekin-Su that she did think she was playing a bit of a game, which then made Ekin-Su very confrontational. The first thing she said was, "What's your actual issue with me?" Which was ridiculous because Amber literally stated what the issue was, which was that she thought she was playing a game. And Amber literally, just was trying to be as honest as she possibly could, and Ekin-Su was just really irrational and just going for it. She also said that what Amber was saying didn't make sense, which is completely false because Amber's communication was crystal clear. She said very clearly, "I don't have an issue with you at all." And she just said that she felt that Ekin-Su's actions within the last few days had made her question her motives. Again, very clear communication. Yet Ekin-Su's response was to then go off on one and become completely aggressive and irrational by saying, you're trying to create crap right now and you're peeing me off. Now, this behaviour was completely problematic because after this point it became very obvious that Ekin-Su didn't want to reason with Amber. She didn't want to come to any solution or resolution or conclusion. She was deliberately stirring up conflict with fake outrage, and she was pretending not to understand what Amber was saying, even though she was being very crystal clear with her communication. Now, these tactics are kind of red flag tactics, and it's been really obvious that Ekin-Su's antics in the villa in the last week or so have been very obvious to everyone. So for her to kind of flip the script on Amber for bringing that up is just really irrational. And then Amber went a step further and said, "Are you really secure in your relationship?" Now that was a low blow because everyone knows that Amber and Dami are not secure. They're coasting along at the end of the day, but is it really necessary for Ekin-Su to bring it up? Really, it was a tactic, to shift the scrutiny off of, Ekin-Su's recent behaviour, and it was a diversion tactic. And these behaviours are, examples of gaslighting, and I don't condone that at all. And even Amber said, "I'm not attacking you," and it was really obvious that Ekin-Su was just gunning for this bust up. And almost arguing with herself, I would say, because Amber was just so crystal clear in her communication and being really rational. Gemma then intercepted and said, which I found really interesting because Ekin-Su then somewhat piped down and didn't keep that same energy for Gemma, which I found very interesting. And she did say that Gemma said that she thinks it's unfair to completely blame Amber because some of the other girls had recently also seen the same behaviour from Ekin-Su. At that point, Ekin-Su then, turned the tables, acted really shocked. She's such a master manipulator at this point, it's really obvious. She said, Gemma even said, "I think you're really calculated and you know what you're doing." And at that point, Ekin-Su then, started to, try and put on the waterworks and saying that everyone's attacking her, and acted very bewildered. And she tried her best to muster up some tears, and really failed. But at this point, it's really obvious she's definitely playing games. She's a manipulator. She went for the one girl who she knew wouldn't really have the backative in the house. I think she knows if she, spoke to Gemma the wrong way, one, Gemma's extremely fiery and would have given her it straight back, probably even worse. Even maybe Luca would have come to her defense. The same with Paige. Everyone sees Paige as quite sweet and defenseless, so more people would have, kind of intervened to stick up for Paige. But Amber was a target, I feel, and I think that was really unfair and kind of a very nasty, underhanded tactic. Anyway, either way, someone is leaving the villa, and those two girls are at the bottom, Ekin-Su and Amber, along with Tasha. But I really feel like there's a strong chance that either Ekin-Su or Amber might go. Tasha as well, because Tasha has been, very in the background. And not that honest with Andrew. But yeah, there's a possibility that, Ekin-Su or Amber might go. Who do you think it will be, and who do you think actually deserves to stay? Let me know in the comments below.